Good Wednesday, everyone. Welcome to GardenStateWeather.com and GardenStateWeather.blogspot.com, providing superior forecasting for the northern mid-Atlantic region 24 hours a day. I'm forecaster Robert Smith on the 17th of August, 2016. Morning pass of the visible satellite this morning shows mid and high-level cloud cover across northern reaches here, and this is ahead of a cold front which is diffusely making its way into the region this morning. Probably it's going to settle south and stall out around the Delmarva region during the afternoon and evening. That will be a focal for more showers and thunderstorms in this region. Areas north of the front should see noticeably drier air in the afternoon, although albeit the air temperatures will still be well into the 80s, possibly even 90 in a few spots again, but looks like the 7 or 8 day heat wave should be ending for most of the region. Here's the water vapor channel this morning and the lifting mechanisms here associated with that. Just some weak areas of showers, diffusely so isolated and scattered about this morning along and ahead of the front. And the front this morning once again will be making its way into the region and then beginning to stall out across the Delmarva region during the afternoon as these little discrete areas of low pressure move along the front, providing for some lift and some showers and thunderstorms in certain locations, mainly to the south of the region. Watch its warnings and advisories this morning. First of all, we have just some small craft advisories until around noon or 2 o'clock out on the central and eastern portions of Long Island, the North Shore and South Shore of Connecticut, and the North Shore of Long Island as well into the early afternoon. Just a scattering of some light rain showers associated with the front coming through. And we can already see some of the dew points beginning to come down into the lower 60s as you head further north and west of the cold front, and that means as this front makes its way through, the air will begin to dry out in the mid and lower levels of the atmosphere, even though the air heats up with the sunshine increasing during the afternoon north of the front here as it makes its way through. So a scattering of sunshine, very warm temperatures, but much less humidity. On the aviation weather deck for today, mostly VFR conditions, and most of that will occur through tonight. Few transient MVFR decks will be possible through 18Z. MVFR conditions still possible with any showers and thunderstorms that develop later today and tonight. The highest risk for this will be around Wilmington and Millville and Atlantic City. Ceilings are expected to lower again after midnight and could get as low as MVFR, especially from Philadelphia south, including Wilmington and Millville near sunrise tomorrow. Winds will be shifting out of the west at about 12Z this morning, then eventually shift out of the northwest to all terminal sites during this afternoon as the cold front makes its way through, and they should stay westerly through most of the period. Thursday through Thursday night, generally VFR, there still is a chance of showers or thunderstorms during the afternoon, particularly south. Friday and Friday night VFR, and Saturday through Sunday right now is VFR. Chance of showers and thunderstorms during the day, possibly leading to lower conditions, but that should mostly hold off until Sunday night and Monday at the latest. Right now outside of Newark, it's still soupy, 77, dew point 72, humidity 83%, wind southwest at 9, few clouds at 1500. The story today will be a mixture of scattered dew, broken ceilings during the afternoon, and VFR conditions in place. Philadelphia is still warm and muggy too, 79 degrees, dew point 72, humidity 79%. The wind is out of the almost due west at about 13. Clear skies right now in Philadelphia, broken to scattered clouds and VFR conditions in place. And if you're heading to the beaches today, the New Jersey and Delaware surf zone forecast for Wednesday, August 17th. Partly sunny skies, temperatures upper 80s, perfect beach day, winds out of the west at 10 to 15, surf a little choppy at 3 to 4 feet. And surf temperatures 79 degrees. That's warm. That's one of the warmest water temperatures we've seen in years here along the Jersey Shore. UVI index around 9, so sunscreen is a must. Low risk of rip currents. However, never swim near piers and jetties. You know the story. There's no threat of lightning for today. New York surf zone forecast for today. The rip current risk is a little bit more moderate on these beaches. Implies that winds and waves support the development of stronger rip currents, so be careful out there. Lightning risk none today. Surf height 2 to 4 feet. Ultraviolet index up there about 9. Water temperatures are in the mid 70s. Partly sunny skies. Air temperature at sea and land at around 87. That's warm, and the winds out of the west at about 15 miles per hour. And your pollen forecast for today and tomorrow, again on the high side with ragweed, nettle, and grasses, and of course mold is still a predominance as well. Extrapolating this out into the weekend, the pollination will be high. And we now have Tropical Depression 6 out in the central and tropical Atlantic. As of 5 a.m. this morning, it's located about 1,245 miles west-southwest of Cabo Verde Islands. And the maximum sustained winds about 35 miles an hour. Present movement to the northwest at about 15 miles per hour. Central pressure is 29.74 inches. There are no coastal watches, warnings in effect for land or sea. And we'll be monitoring this as it moves out into the Atlantic here, moving out to about speeds of about 15 miles per hour, and that will be the case for the next several days. Maximum sustained winds of once again up to 35 miles per hour. We can see the National Hurricane Track here taking it out into the Atlantic through Monday. Let's do your 7-day forecast. Going to be another warm one today, upper 80s to around 90 in a few spots again, even, and still a little humid out there today. We'll have to wait for the cold front to settle further south during tonight and tomorrow before this area begins to see appreciable dryness. And we'll feel noticeably drier this afternoon for sure over the interior, but less so across the Delmarva. Now tomorrow everybody should feel a little bit drier. It's certainly definitely warm. Temperatures will still be running in the low to the mid 80s, just about normal for this time of the year. On Friday, temperatures again upper 80s to around 90 in a few spots, nothing unusual there. Temperatures again continue in the 80s on Saturday and on Sunday as well. Monday, temperatures cool off just a little bit as a cold front moves through the area, and if that cold front passes further enough to the south, we could be dealing with some unseasonably chillier air as you head north of Interstate 78 and 80 out here into the Poconos in northwest Jersey, the Hudson Valley area. Temperatures could be struggling in the upper 70s and lower 80s, and that is quite refreshing. I'll start out with the 4-kilometer NAM mesoscale model. Just a few isolated showers widely scattered across the region during today as the cold front begins to settle to the south and west. Now, most areas will remain rain-free. The only exceptions here would be central and southern New Jersey, southeastern Pennsylvania, the Delmarva area, where some isolated showers and thunderstorms could occur along and ahead of the front end, any lifting mechanism that's going to be in place, and then things dry out noticeably during tonight and tomorrow. So games outside tonight should be good. And we'll find an isolated scattered shower basically nowhere in the picture for Friday. Everything should be nice and dry. Again, instability showers are possible over the interior Friday afternoon, but most areas will remain precipitation free. Moving ahead from the GFS, we'll still have this frontal boundary in place during Thursday morning. That means some light rain showers could still be in the picture across the I-95 corridor here. Central and southern New Jersey could see that. If this disturbance is modeled correctly, we could find another area. This might be a little bit overdone on Thursday morning. Well, the mesoscale models are forecasting dry conditions here. This model, the GFS, is forecasting a little bit of widespread rain showers, and that moves out. We're pretty sure that Thursday night and Friday is going to be dry throughout most of the region. Really, the only thing that we're really going to have to be concerned about is an uptick in humidity and basically a warm to seasonable weekend coming up. Basically, as we head into Saturday, another cold front will be approaching from the Great Lakes, and that will be moving into our area on Sunday night. It looks like most of Saturday and Sunday should be predominantly dry, despite this convective feedback here from the GFS, which has been very poor lately in forecasting these outcomes here. And as a result, we'll find an increase in cloud cover and then some showers and thunderstorms as the cold front makes its way into the region Sunday night and Monday. If that passes further enough off the coast, cool, dry, high pressure will be in control for the beginning part of next week with a refreshing air mass in place, the likes of which we have not seen in quite a while. So for everything live, it's GardenStateWeather.com, GardenStateWeather.blogspot.com, Twitter, Facebook, and Google+. I'm forecaster Robert Smith. You make it a great Wednesday. We'll see you bright and early on Thursday morning.